Guardians of the Galaxy, issue number 2 from Marvel Comics. Yes, I am reading a Marvel comic. And even more shocking, it's actually a good comic. Who knew that Marvel could put out some good stuff? This is by Danny Cates. I think that's how you say his name. Donny Cates. And he did Venom. I think he did the current Venom. And he also did the Cosmic Ghost Rider miniseries. Both of which, well, I haven't read Venom, but I've heard really good stuff about it. And the Cosmic Ghost Rider was actually pretty good as well. So I decided to give this a shot, especially since I'm a huge fan of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. And I will say this, that's kind of all my knowledge of Guardians of the Galaxy is. This is from the movies. Uh, so some of this I'm not too familiar with, but basically Thanos is dead. I don't know how. It's probably some Marvel event. Let's be honest here. Marvel has been kind of crappy for a while now, so I haven't really read a lot of their stuff. So I'm not like that familiar in the know of what's going on in that universe. But apparently Thanos is dead. Eros, his brother, had his headless body. His head was like missing, and Eros basically gathered all these different races and aliens together to inform them that right before he died, Thanos left like a hologram message informing everyone that even though he's dead, he has like uploaded his mind into another body, and yeah, basically Thanos isn't over with yet. He's still out there. So a bunch of people, they started freaking out. They started thinking like, okay, who's the most likely suspect? It led to Gamora being the most likely suspect, or at least that's what Eros said. And basically, right before they were about to go after Gamora, they got attacked by, I forgot the name of the group. Oh my god! But it's Hela from like the Thor universe and stuff like that. She is the leader, and they grabbed Thanos' body and then they threw everyone else into this kind of black vortex, and only a few people escaped, and that people are now on Peter Quill's ship, which is now called the Rider, because apparently his previous ship got destroyed. And Peter, I guess Drax is dead, Gamora is gone. I have no idea what happened to Rocket Raccoon. When Rocket Raccoon got brought up in issue number 1, Peter just kind of says, we don't talk about Rocket anymore. And so basically Peter's crew consists of nothing but him and Groot. And Peter is now an alcoholic and Groot can like carry regular conversations. And I don't know if he's supposed to be like a teen or what, but he has an attitude problem. So yeah, we start off with basically Peter Quill drunk calling Kitty Pryde. And it does say that this scene takes place before X-Men Disassembled. I have no idea what the hell that is. I mean, obviously, I'm assuming it's this either a story arc or it's a mini series or whatever. But I have no idea what's going on, the Disassembled, or when that takes place or anything like that. So the timeline of this, I'm lost. I do know that from what little research I've did, Peter Quill, I guess, used to date Kitty Pryde, and now I guess she's with Colossus. Well, at least she was with Colossus. I know like they were about to get married, and then she like ran away from the altar and kind of left him high and dry. I don't know if this takes place after that or before, but yeah, Peter is basically an alcoholic in the first 2 issues that I've read so far, and he basically just kind of informs Kitty about. It's almost just like a summarization of what happens in the previous issue. And then yeah, we cut to Hela talking to the Collector and basically trying to gather information on where Thanos' head is at, because they have his body, but they just need his head so that they can bring him back, because I guess she's in love with him. Again, like I'm not all that familiar with Marvel's going on. I used to read Marvel a crap ton as a kid, but then I drifted away from comics. And then when I got back into comics, I started focusing more on DC because Marvel was like hardcore SJW garbage. and so I'm not in the know when it comes to Marvel. But yeah, basically Hela goes to the Collector and threatens him about locating Thanos' head, and then I don't know if he tells her, but he does kind of give her a hint at least about where it's at. But we don't see the rest of the conversation. It kind of gets cut off. So yeah, again, we come back to Peter Quill, who is just, I guess he's at rock bottom. He's drinking all the time. He's always pissed off and frustrated. And he's currently pissed off because basically his new quote unquote crew is kind of going at each other's throats, specifically Cosmic Ghost Rider and Groot. Um, Anyone who's not familiar with Cosmic Ghost Rider, he's basically an alternate timeline Frank Castle who basically his world got destroyed by Thanos, and he was the only survivor on Earth. And then he made a deal with Mistopheles to become the Ghost Rider. And then he made a deal with what was his name, Galactica, to was it Galactus, to basically become like the cosmic Ghost Rider. He's basically, in terms of personality, he's Deadpool. He's Deadpool if Deadpool was a Ghost Rider. That's kind of the best way to describe him. And I think Groot's supposed to be a teenager. At least that's the feeling that I'm getting from his personality, and I mean his spiky haircut. I'm kind of gonna assume that this is like teenage Groot. But yeah, I'm gonna leave the dialogue here for this so you guys can kind of understand what's going on. Basically, Cosmic Ghost Rider wants to kill Gamora. Groot obviously doesn't want to kill Gamora. And this guy whose name I forget doesn't want to kill Gamora because, you know, she's a warrior and she deserves our forgiveness until she proves herself unworthy. And so basically we got side. We got the kill Gamora side and we got the save Gamora side. And Peter's kind of stuck in the middle and he doesn't want to pick any sides. He's just like, you know, if you want to hunt her, go hunt her. If you want to save her, go save her. But, you know, leave me out of it kind of thing. And so Cosmic Ghost Rider ends up leaving. And Groot confronts Peter Quill. And basically says, like, you know, hey, we got to do something because, you know, Cosmic Ghost Rider is going to go after her. And Peter's like, you know, it doesn't matter. No one knows where she's at, just us. And I guess you can't kill someone who's already dead. So I don't know if Gamora is... I'm assuming she's not dead. I don't know if he's trying to be, like, metaphorical. And he's just, like, the Gamora that we knew was dead. Yeah, then we get Cosmic Ghost Rider joining joining Eros, who now has part of his face blown, melted off. And then these guys who I am not sure who they are. I didn't use the panel, but we have like a panel where we see Gamora stabbing Peter through the chest. I guess Gamora killed Peter and somehow he got brought back to life. I'm just trying to piece together what little the issue gives me. So I have no idea if Gamora is good or not. I mean, the last I heard of Gamora was from a review. It might have been from Diversity in Comics. I don't know. But someone basically reviewed Gamora because she had like a standalone issue, and Gamora basically committed like genocide on her people. Like what little of her race was left, who happened to all be men for some reason, she basically went and murdered them all for reasons. So now Gamora is like the last of her kind. Like that's as far as like I know about Gamora in the Marvel comic universe. So yeah, there's a bit more, but I'm not gonna show like the next few pages because spoilers and all that stuff. But I will say I'm enjoying this. The artwork is actually not that bad. I don't know, I enjoyed it. It's pretty nicely detailed. Expressions are conveyed pretty well, you know, easily and well done. Like you can easily tell what kind of, you know, reaction people are having. And I like the fact that from what I'm looking at, everything's like hand drawn. You don't have any of that BS 3D modeling crap where like you can tell that they're half-assing it, because Marvel has been known to do that a lot recently. For like the past couple years, they've been doing a lot of 3D modeling, 3D like model tracing, and it comes across very, very ugly. But we don't really get that here. Like, this looks like everything is like nice and hand drawn. So the artwork is a plus in my book. Again, the story is a plus. There's like a nice balance between seriousness and comedy. Well, I don't want to say comedy. I want to say some lightheartedness. There's a little bit of lightheartedness thrown in here, but it's not like a full-blown comedy. It's a nice balance between the serious, dramatic portions, and then just the more lightheartedness, especially, coming from Peter Quill and stuff, who, if the movie version of him is somewhat faithful, kind of means that, he's a bit of a comedic character in a sense. But I'm not really liking the whole alcoholic version of him. But I'm assuming there's a logical reason for that. But yeah, I'm kind of starting to ramble. Plus, this looks very weird for Kitty Pryde. I don't know. Then again, like my every time when I think of Kitty Pryde, I think of like 90s version of Kitty Pryde, like the X-Men cartoons and the 90s comics, where she was like, a teenager with the ponytail and all that stuff. So seeing her like this, I don't know. This this looks like someone who will like. This looks like a mom who wants to speak to the manager. That's kind of the impression I get from there. But yeah, good story so far. I'm interested to see what's going on. We basically got. We basically got like a race to get Thanos' head, and whoever is in control of Thanos' whoever is basically the vessel for Thanos at the moment. My guess is going to be Eros, just because Eros comes across as from the first and second issue, he is kind of getting everyone to go after each other. Like, not only did he say, Gamora, and not only did he try to get people going after Gamora, but he also put like other images of people who are possible suspects for Thanos' new vessel, including like Venom, Kamala. Can you imagine Kamala as Thanos? Oh God, that might finally make the character interesting. Hulk, and just like a bunch of other characters like that. So he's kind of playing people off of each other. But then again, that might be too obvious. It might be someone like we at least expect. But yeah, that's Guardians of the Galaxy issue number 2. It's good so far. I recommend it. Which is it says something when I'm recommending a Marvel comic. But yeah, I've read very little from Donny Cates, but so far what I've read, he seems to be doing a pretty good job. He seems to be a pretty good writer. But yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy issue number 2. I liked it. Tell me what you guys think. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe. My goal was to hit 400 subscribers before the end of the year. I don't know if I'm going to reach that. I still have like 90 something to go, but maybe. But if you guys haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. Hit the bell for notification. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about the video, about this issue, if you guys are reading it. I'm a bit lost on certain things, which I've explained in the video. If you guys know the answer, if you guys don't mind sharing that down below, I would greatly appreciate it. If you guys can share this out with other people who enjoy comics and stuff, help the channel grow, that would also be great. And then I also have a Twitch if anyone's interested in watching me play video games. You guys can see that. It's at Pirate Monkey. But yeah, hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.